Hello there, Kira here, coming to you live for this week's video and blog message. I want to talk today about what is your leadership style. I want to prompt you and ask you this question for a few different reasons to help you understand the ways in which you lead, whether or not you identify as a leader, because we're all a leader in some way, right? We all have people that look up to us, family members, colleagues, friends. We all are leaders in our own right. So whether or not you identify and you're in a position of objective leadership by your title or otherwise, I firmly believe we're still all leaders. So we should consciously and diligently work on becoming better leaders because people look up to us, people rely on us, and we should lead by example and set an example in the world that's positive and inspiring. So I want to ask you this: what type of leader are you? You know, a lot of different research in this field that I'm fascinated by, that I've done my own homework and reading on, because again, as a leader and a business owner of multiple businesses, I need to always be looking for ways to increase my effectiveness, my charisma, and my ability to lead my teams in a way that is productive, inspiring, and engaging. So research has shown that there's 4 main leadership styles or types of leaders. 1 is the thought leader. 2 is the courageous leader. 3 is the inspirational leader, and 4 is the servant leader. So let's start with the first. Thought leaders could be people like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs, those that are visionaries, that are focused and experts in their field, that are trying to do things differently, that are disruptors by nature, and that lead by ideas, that lead by innovation. Very effective in certain environments, in certain groups, not effective in others, right? Sometimes we can't just lead by the best ideas and the best merit rises and will, attract and motivate everybody. That's just not simply reality. But in many contexts, in many situations and environments, this is a very effective type of leader. Somebody who can really inspire for the future, can change the status quo, can show how new ideas could reshape how we think about things in the world around us. So the second type of leader is a courageous leader. These are leaders that are often most effective in resonating and connecting with people on an emotional and spiritual level. Think of people like Martin Luther King or Abe Lincoln, right? People that shook up how the world was, how culture was, how society thought about things in those eras that they were in, politically, socially, socioeconomically. Courageous leaders are willing to challenge the status quo, to go against the grain, to go up against the establishment and the powers that be, to make a change, to shift the mindset and to change the arc and the trajectory of history in the process. The third type of leader is an inspirational leader. These are what we see more and more in popular culture and society. These could be people like Tony Robbins. It could be people like some of the evangelist pastors and preachers. People that really connect on a deep level, that paint a picture of the future of what could be, that connect where we are today with where we inherently would like to go to tomorrow, right? That can kind of articulate that friction, that division, but also help provide inspiration, a mindset shift, and encouragement that we all are uniquely capable of changing our circumstances and the trajectory and course of our lives. Inspirational leaders can be very, very powerful. And the fourth type of leader is the servant leader. This could be somebody that is a benevolent leader. Think maybe Mother Teresa or somebody else in a religious context or charitable context, and somebody who is driven by a mission that's greater than themselves, by a purpose, by a commitment to a cause and a people and a movement. These are some of the most benevolent, humble, and selfless people out there. And they lead by example, by serving something larger to them, something greater, something bigger than what they could ever imagine doing on their own. So these are the 4 types of leaders, the 4 main types. Of course, there's other, subtypes, if you will, but these are generally thought to be four broad categories and ways in which we can think about different types of leaders, different leadership styles. Again, thought leader, courageous leader, inspirational leader, and servant leader. So I want to leave you with this. What type of leader are you? Out of those 4, where do you fall? How do you show up in your home life, your family life? How do you show up in your career and your job? How do you show up with your friends? How do you show up in your community, in your neighborhood? What type of leader are you? And if you're not the type of leader you want to be, I want to challenge you to work on becoming the leader that you can be. Because we all have a unique ability to change our lot, to change our station, to change where we are today and where we can go ultimately in the future. I firmly believe that. But we have to take stock and accept and take accountability and recognition for where we are today. So hopefully you got value from this. If you did, leave a comment below, share this with somebody who could as well, drop me a line, and again, to your success and happiness, we'll talk to you next week.